Today I'm in Scarborough checking out two places I've never visited before. My first stop is probably one of the most unique shopping experiences in the GTA. It's called Ready Set Recycle, and they are currently operating out of back of a warehouse at 3583 St. Clair Avenue East. This isn't their permanent location though, so if you're planning a visit, be sure to check out their social media first for their current sale location and hours. Toronto is one of the busiest filming locations in North America, earning the nickname Hollywood North. Every year, countless movies, TV shows, commercials are filmed here. But once production wraps, they have to decide what to do with all the furniture, decor, artwork, lamps, clothing, and props that were used on set. So instead of throwing everything away, a lot of it ends up here, where the general public is allowed to purchase it. Everything in the warehouse is individually priced, but the longer the item is sitting, the bigger the discount becomes. So when I visited, the clothing was 50% off, while most of the furniture and decor and other items were 30% off. But if you're waiting for the deeper discounts, you may end up missing out on some of the great items that come at the beginning of the sale. When I came by, it had already been open for 2 weeks, so there was a ton of stuff that I didn't get to see, which was really disappointing because I was quite curious. But I was still really happy I came, and I'm going to make this probably a regular stop when they have new items come out because it's just really fun to look at all this stuff. And then I'm one of those weirdos who, when I watch something new on Netflix or something, like I can always spot that it was filmed in Toronto. So I think it'd be fun to come here, see some props, and then see a show, and then be like, oh, I saw that at that store, and be really excited about it. Especially because they don't always let you know what show or movie these props are from. But I did see this table and it had a sign on it and it said it was from the show The Boys. So that was pretty exciting because, okay, I didn't actually watch that much of it, but I really liked the first couple episodes and then I just didn't watch anymore. But anyways, it was nice recognizing the name of a show. I didn't look too much at the clothing, even though there was like a ton of it and it was really well organized. They had it divided between like kids, men's, women's, and then the different sizes. And then there was a whole designer section and then a big giant table of shoes. But as a reseller, I don't really do much in the way of clothing. Like I dabble a little bit, but I already knew that I was going to be priced out and I wasn't looking for anything for myself. So I've spent more time over in like the furniture decor section and it was fun to look, but I didn't see anything that like spoke to me as to add to my own collection or for resale. So I did end up leaving empty-handed, but I am looking forward to the next time they restock because it's just so much fun to look. They had this beautiful 1930s enamel table. It was the five pieces, so the table and the four chairs, and they were asking 350 for it, which was pretty decent. There was just like some nicks on it, which, it's from the 1930s, and that's gonna happen. I did fall in love with this 1949 Weber Costello Black Globe with the airplane chrome base. They were asking 260 minus the 30% off, so it would have been a great price considering they go for like 1600 online. It was too much of an investment, too much of a risk for me. That's a wrap at Ready Set Recycle, and then I was off to my next stop, which thankfully was just down the street at St. Clair Antiques. They have earned a fantastic reputation with reviews praising their selection and their friendly owner. So, this is why it has been on my list of places to visit for a very long time. So, I'm glad I finally got a chance to check it out. The shop itself wasn't huge, but they still had a ton of stuff and a great variety of items. I really liked how it was curated. It had more of like a homey, cozy vibe to it rather than like a stuffy antique store vibe, which made it a lot more comfortable to shop in. I really wanted this giant brass fork, but honestly, what am I gonna do with a giant brass fork? Like, I really didn't need it, but I'm still thinking about it and I want it. One thing that really stood out to me was the pricing. Compared to some of the other antique stores I visited around Toronto, I found the prices were much more affordable and you could actually get something without completely blowing your budget. I spent quite a while browsing, and there were definitely a few pieces that tempted me, but as much as I love looking around, I didn't end up buying anything. When you're buying for resale, it's easy to get caught up in finding beautiful things, but they also have to make financial sense, and I try very hard to stick to my budget. And today was just one of those days where I left empty handed, but that's okay because I still had a good time exploring both of these locations, and I will definitely be back in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so that you don't miss my next thrifting adventure.